Hello and welcome to your yoga practice. It's Thursday, April 24th. Today it could be very helpful if you have blocks available to have them at the top of your mat, but we can always make do without those things. Also a folded blanket, if you've got it, you can come and sit on it. And taking a couple breaths, letting yourself arrive here. You're welcome to bring your hands into any mudra that you like. This month we've been working with Mushti Mudra, so bringing the thumbs in and curling the fingers over it. I call it a gentle fist. And if you do that, you can go ahead and circle your wrists around a little bit. Let yourself sit up tall and start bringing in more breath. Let's breathe through the nose as much as possible. Good. Letting your hands rest in your lap. Sitting up tall, we'll lift the chin towards the sky and drop your chin towards your chest. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, kind of creating that natural suction. Keep that as you lift your chin again towards the sky. And then drop your chin towards your chest. We'll do that one more time, just trying to stretch out the throat area. Wonderful. Head to neutral, then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a breath, maybe rotate your head looking up a little. And then bring your head back to neutral and go to the other side. Wonderful. Shake out your hands. And we'll take a couple cycles of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. So with your right hand, close the right nostril. Do the best you can to breathe in, imagining the breath coming in through the left nostril, touching the third eye point. Close the left nostril, open the right, and breathe out. Breathe in through the right. Close the right, open the left, breathe out. We'll do 2 more cycles like that. Breathe in. Close the left, open the right, breathe out. Breathe in. Close the right, open the left, breathe out. Last round, breathe in. Close the left, open the right, breathe out. Breathe in. Close the right, open the left, breathe out. And relax your right arm down. Take a couple breaths here, trying to keep noticing the area of the nostrils. You probably noticed one side was easier to breathe through than the other. See if you can still notice that without closing. Maybe you're also noticing the mind trying to pull in other directions. One more breath, resting your attention on the nostrils. Just like going to the gym, we strengthen our mind by practicing, working out the attention. Okay, we'll go ahead and come on down to our back. We'll just be here for a minute or so. Rolling onto your spine, maybe getting a little adjustment there. Drawing your knees into your chest and then rocking side to side. So doing this with the intention of massaging the hips and low back. So you might try moving the knees away from your chest a little or bringing them closer to your chest, just noticing how that changes the pressure of your back on the ground. All right, hug the right knee in towards your chest while you stretch your left leg long. You could hover it off of the ground so the core is getting a little more workout. And then switch sides. Hugging the left knee in, stretching that right leg, really trying to stretch it. And switch sides again, right knee in. And left knee in. One more time each side, hugging in the right leg and hugging in the left leg. Draw both knees in, open them out wide away from each other. Soles of your feet come to face the sky. Reach for the edges of your feet, but it's okay if you only make it to your knees, your ankles. Some people prefer to grab their big toes and pull down. And we're in Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. You can rock side to side. It's also so early in the practice, so go easy on yourself mentally if you're having trouble reaching where you think you should be able to. We just work with what is, work with what's here. And that reminds me, our quote today, I think Tony Robbins gets the credit for it. Energy flows where attention goes. So becoming more aware of how we talk to ourselves, like if you were thinking you should be able to reach your feet and you can't, just noticing that kind of flavor that we talk to ourselves with and redirecting it to a more helpful energy. Energy flows where attention goes. Brahmacharya is all about energy management. All right, one more breath, coming to stillness in your Happy Baby. Good. Now draw your knees in towards your chest. Soles of your feet facing the sky. Imagine like you're in a really low chair pose. So if your feet were on the ground, stretch your arms up overhead, just like we're in a really, really low chair pose. One more breath in. And set your feet on the ground, arms down by your sides. And then lift your low back off of the ground. Walk the shoulders under your chest. So we're in a bridge pose. If there's any pain in the neck, go ahead and lower down. Otherwise, see if you can push your feet into the ground, lift your hips a little higher. It's okay here to engage your gluteal muscles. Try to push the hips up to the sky. Back of your head pressing into the ground. The breath is still flowing through the throat fine. One more breath in your bridge pose, pushing the hips up and then lower the hips down. Release the shoulders. Open your arms out wide. Take a breath just as you are. Then let your legs follow over to the left side. Take a breath. And legs through center and over to the right side. Take a breath there. And come back to center. We'll roll ourselves up, or however you have to get there, all the way up and over through tabletop. Here's where, if you have blocks available, we can put a block under each hand. Couple rounds of cow and cat. So inhaling to drop the belly down, try to stretch the belly. Exhale, arch the spine up, chin towards chest, maybe right away passing through child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, child. Inhale, Pidalasana. Exhale, Marjarasana, Balasana. One more time. Inhaling, cow. Exhaling, cat and child. Take a breath in child's pose. Come on up through tabletop. Step or swing your right foot to the top of the mat on the edge of the mat. So your right arm is on the inside of your right leg, right into lizard pose. And here we can press the hips down and then back. So moving around with it a little bit. Maybe you even circle a little, see what movement is available to you. And then settle yourself into a relatively still lizard pose. So you have lots of options as always. Right now we're already getting a nice stretch through the left hip flexors. You might be feeling stuff on the inside of your right thigh, the adductors. If you want more of a quad stretch, slowly bend your left knee, pulling the left foot towards your left hip. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Let's do that again. If you bent your left knee, carefully bring it back to the ground. Tuck your left toes if you can. We'll lift the left knee, walk the hands over to the left side a bit into a wide leg forward fold with the right knee bent, or for some people, they might do skandasana, dropping the hips lower. Either way, we're looking for a stretch on the inside of the left thigh and some flexion through the right hip. Another breath. And from wherever you are, turn back to the top of the mat. Returning to lizard pose, so right arm on the inside of the right leg. This time let's keep the left knee lifted. Push back through your left heel. Of course, if that's not available, you just drop the left knee and point the toes back. One more breath. Good. Bring your hands to the ground if they've been on blocks. Step your right foot back, finding plank pose. In your plank pose, see if you can send your attention to your hips, just noticing the left and the right. One more breath in. And then downward facing dog, lifting the hips. Breathing here, try to lighten your wrists, press your chest towards your thighs, let your head get heavy. The heels are heavy, reaching towards the ground. No worries if they get there or if they're many inches away. We're just looking to stretch the backs of the legs. One more breath. Good, then drop your knees to the ground. If you're using blocks, you can bring them back under your hands. Step or swing your left foot to the top of the mat on the outside of your left hand and arm. Lizard pose on the other side. Again, we can drop the hips down, press them back, find a little bit of movement here. And maybe you're able to draw a kind of awkward circle with your hips. All right, settling into a lizard pose that feels good enough. Slowly see about bending your right knee, pulling the right foot towards your glutes. Focusing here on the quads, keep lifting your chest. So I'm going to actually bring my blocks to a higher setting. Slow and full breath in. Slow and full breath out. And very carefully return your right foot to the ground. Go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the knee, walk your hands over to the right side. So we're in a wide leg forward fold with the left knee bent, or dropping the hips down, finding skandasana. Do what's best for your body. It's not always what feels easiest, but what feels best. Couple more breaths. Try to notice stretch on the inside of your upper right leg. And when you're ready, go ahead and walk yourself around to face the front of the mat again. Left foot on the outside of the left hand. This time, let's try to keep the right knee lifted. Pull your heart forward. A couple of breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. On an inhale, let's step the right foot forward, coming to forward fold. The feet can be nice and wide. The knees can be soft. Breathing here. On an inhale, rise all the way up, reaching to the sky. Exhale your arms down by your sides. You could bring your feet a little closer together, more like shoulder width apart. Interlace your fingers, pull your arms up, index fingers pointing up to the sky. Pull up, big breath in. Exhale, hinge over to the right side, left foot really standing down firmly. Inhale, come back to center, pull up. Exhale, hinge over to the left side. Right foot really standing down firmly. And come back to center. One more inhale, pulling up as much as you can. And exhale, fold all the way down. If you've got blocks, you can put them on their highest setting. Otherwise, hands on the ground. Step your right foot back and out, straightening your left leg. So coming into pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Imagine shifting your left hip back in space. Imagine rooting the left big toe joint down to the ground. So we're getting a stretch along the backs of the left, well, both legs. Might be feeling something nice in the IT band area also. And here you can fold down, letting the head get really heavy. As long as you're feeling a stretch, it's fine if there's a bend in the knees. We don't have to force them straight. Couple more breaths. Can the head get any heavier? So can the shoulders let go anymore? Good. Let's just step the right foot up. Stand up tall. Find your mountain pose. Notice your left side and your right side. Just how things feel. Good. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down, hands touching the ground or blocks. Step your left foot back and out, straightening your right leg. The right big toe joint connecting firmly to the ground, then pull the right hip back in space. Folding forward and down, let yourself get heavy. Breathe, notice where you feel sensation. Imagine you could breathe into that. Keep breathing. You might notice where the mind goes. Give yourself one more focused breath. And then we'll step the left foot up to meet the right, fold forward. Inhale to rise all the way up, full body stretch. Exhale, take your time, we'll fold all the way back down. This time, hands touch the ground, step your right foot back in space, breathe in. Step your left foot back in space, breathe out, top of a push-up. Breathe in again here. And then shift forward on your toes. Exhale, lowering down, untucking the toes. Inhale, lift your heart, find a cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Breathe here. Head is heavy. Wrists are light. Shoulders are floating up towards your ears. One more breath. Let's lift the right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Option to bend the knee and stack the hips for just a breath. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, step or swing the right foot to the top of the mat. Next, inhale, step your left foot up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take your time. We'll exhale, folding right back down. Hands touch the ground. Left foot steps back. Take a breath in. Right foot steps back. Breathe out. Breathe in, top of a push-up. Shift forward on your toes. Exhale, bend your elbows. This time, don't lower all the way. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Meeting here for a breath or two. Carefully lift the left leg to the sky. Option to bend the knee, stack the hips. On an inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, step or swing that left foot to the top of the mat. Breathing in, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath. Good. Let's go ahead and take a seat on our mat. If you have a folded blanket, you can sit on that. Whichever leg is folded in front, go ahead and pick it up and we will cradle it. Cradling the baby. So it's fine to hold the foot or the ankle and the knee area. Some people like to weave their arms under. This makes me think of a forklift. Some people push the lifted foot into the opposite elbow crease, and they can wrap their arms around, interlacing fingers. Whatever you do, notice if you're really caving your chest, and if so, try to lift your chest, lift the spine. That might mean backing out of the pose a little bit. Usually we still get plenty of sensation. We're just kind of compromising form for sensation. Good, another breath. And then the leg that you have lifted, let's try stacking it over the bottom leg. So ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Here's where if you have a block available, again, it could be really helpful, this time wedging it under the top knee. And just noticing what you feel where. And then you could stay or try scooting that right leg or the top leg over. So then we're aiming to stack the knees. It's okay if it doesn't happen. This was one of my ahas from the training I just did. It was just because I can get my body to do it. When I actually started paying attention, I realized this is really not good for me. So many things aren't. So just letting it be a smaller movement is perfectly fine. Find what works for you within these three things that we've just explored: the baby cradle, the fire log, and then the Gomukhasana legs. Go to whatever feels best, and we'll stay there for about 3 more breaths. Notice if you have to resist or fight your ego a little bit. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you have to. Give yourself another breath. Okay. Noticing which leg is in front or on top, we will release both legs, planting your feet on the ground. Pausing here, noticing side to side, and then letting your legs fall side to side. Okay, let's try the other side out. So folding your legs, opposite leg in front, and then see about lifting that leg up. And we're just trying to bring some movement into the hip. maybe you're weaving your arms under the leg. You might be noticing a different range of motion available also. Our femurs and our hips are not identical on both sides, so you might have something different available to you here, or maybe it just feels different. See if you can lift your chest anymore. Good. Then let's try Agni Stambhasana. So stacking the top or the lifted leg on the bottom leg, ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Give yourself a few breaths here. And then we can explore shifting the legs again. So trying to stack knee over knee. No worries if it's not quite getting there. And now we've explored, so go back to what feels most beneficial to you and see if you can stay there and focus on 3 slow breaths. Good. Let's go ahead and release our legs. This time, scoot off of your blanket. Come on down to your spine. You can keep your feet bent, knees pointed up, and pause here, noticing sensations in the hips and anywhere else. And engage your core. You might tuck your chin towards your chest and lift your head off the ground. Imagine you're doing a push-up, so push the hands into the sky. Draw your knees in towards your armpits. Soles of the feet can face the sky. We're in a little upside down crow pose. Core muscles really engaging, drilling down and up. Hands pushing towards the sky, feet flexing towards the sky, knees trying to tuck into your armpits. One more breath. And release. Stretch your legs long, stretch your arms long, full body stretch. And then let the effort go so you can drop your arms down by your sides. Let your legs take up a little space, kicking them to the edges of your mat. And see if you can become aware of the energy flowing through your body. Noticing the sensations that tell you you're alive. Energy flows where attention goes. How can we be more mindful of what we're giving attention to? As you're ready, you can meet me back in an easy seat. And if you'd like to close this time together by chanting 1 round of Om, we'll draw the hands together at the heart, sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in and let it go. Another breath in for Om. Om. deep bow of gratitude to you for spending your time so well. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. And friendly reminder, Sunday at 7:30 p.m., you've got free access to a 75-minute yin yoga class. So that's already in your email from a couple weeks ago, but I'll make sure and send it out again before then.